Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Matty Ice, the Call of Duty Magician, and today I've got some sort of random good gameplay in the background for you guys. I don't know what it's gonna be, but today's commentary is not about the gameplay. I actually wanted to tell you guys a pretty funny story about what you should not do after your prom, after your senior prom, what you should not be doing, and I figured I'd get into it. This is a story that I've just had saved up for so long, and I actually forgot I had this story, but I wanted to tell it to you guys. I guess better late than never, right? Because this story is back from my senior year in high school, and now I'm a sophomore in college, and it really has been a while since this happened, but I wanted to tell you guys a pretty funny story. So without further ado, let's get into it. So senior year, during your prom, you're going to invite some girl to the prom and have a good time, dance a little bit, see some friends, and everyone goes to their senior prom, I'd hope, and invite a friend, someone you have to go with. And so my senior prom, right, a while back, a long time ago, I posted a video of how I asked the girl to senior prom. And the way I did was I did a magic trick for her in her class. And big shout out to any of you subscribers that actually remember that story. That would be pretty cool if you did. And let me know if you actually remember my prom story in the comment section down below. But anyways, guys, I asked the girl to prom by performing some magic tricks for her in her class. And during prom, we had a good time. Things went over well. And, we danced a little bit, had a great time, had some dinner, some good food, saw some friends. But the after story, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. This is where it kind of turns into a scumbag magician moment almost. Scumbag magician, that hasn't been around for a while now. Hopefully I don't revive it with this commentary. But anyways, after my prom, I went back to one of her friends' houses. It was me, her, a few of her friends, and then a few of their friends as well, a bunch of guys on the track team that I really didn't know at all, nor was I friends with them at all. I don't know, typically at my school, the track guys seem to do their own thing. So instead of hanging out there and, having a beer or just chilling with them, I asked my prom date if she would drive me to one of my other friends' houses. Huge scumbag magician moment. I guess he was having a huge party at his house is what I told her, and that's what he texted me as well. He said that he was having a huge party, a ton of alcohol. It was going to be a great time. And so I was like, oh wow, this will be great. Back in high school, I never really drank at all. I thought, what's the better time? Have a great time at prom with some of my friends, or after prom, drinking with my friends. So I figured, what a better time than this. This will be the first time that I actually get pretty drunk. And so I asked my prom date to drive me to my friend's house. It's about 10 minutes away, and because I didn't really want to hang out with the other kids. In reality, what I should have done is I should have just chilled out and hung out with the other kids, but that didn't happen. So I asked her to drop me off at my friend's house. And I said, there's going to be a huge party there, and I'm going to join up with those guys. And she's like, oh, no worries, that's fine. So she drives me over. I don't have a car. She had the car. And she drives me over, and we go to his house. And I didn't know if it was his house or not, because he'd just given me the address. I'd actually never been to his place before. And so we go to his house, and it's completely black. Like, there's nothing going on. And I'm like, oh, this must not be his house. So I text him, and he doesn't respond or anything. All the lights are off, and I'm like, is this his house or whatever? And I review my old texts, and it was his house from what he texted me. And so, I ring the doorbell. There's no answer. I knock a few times, and finally, my friend comes to the door, and he's absolutely trashed. He literally can't even talk. He's mumbling. And I was like, I knew I'd made a huge mistake by going there. It was him and like one of his other friends. The way he had made it sound out to me was that it was going to be a huge party. There was going to be a ton of people, a ton of fun stuff going on. But in reality, it was this really pitch black house. It was him, one of his other friends, and he was hammered. He was muttering my name, and he was like saying, "Show us a magic trick." Show us a magic trick. He was hammered. He was really bad. And so I go into his house. We start walking down the stairs, and he's this pretty big kid. So he's probably like 220 pounds, kind of fat. And so he falls down like half the stairs, and I'm like trying not to laugh, and also kind of scared as well, because I'd never been drunk at all. I'd never really even seen someone as drunk as he was. He was hammered. And so he falls down like half the stairs. He grumbles that he's alright. And so I kind of follow him down the stairs just to make sure that he's okay. he sits down. He's like, "Oh, do you want any, vodka or anything?" At this point, had never been drunk before. I wasn't about to get drunk, well, he was there absolutely hammered as well, because it was kind of scaring me how drunk he was. He was just, oh my god, so drunk. So I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'm not gonna drink tonight. He's like, oh, that's okay. And his speech was so slurred that I probably sound retarded trying to do an act, trying to impersonate him. But basically, I'm like, I gotta get the hell out of here. For me, it was scary. I kind of knew the kid. He was like a decent friend of mine. He was kind of like a colleague. Like, I was in like 3 or 4 of his classes, and I don't know. He's kind of a weird kid as well. But so I text my dad. I'm like, yo, get over here ASAP. And it was like 1 a.m. And he wasn't too happy, but he didn't really care as well. Like he's like, all right, well, I guess if that's what you got to do, you got to do. Just get out of there. Make the smart decision. And so I got out of there. But it's funny, the way that I left his house, I didn't want to start any argument or something saying I was leaving, and I didn't really want to be disrespectful or anything. So I told him I was going to prepare a magic trick to show him, my really drunk friend, in the other room. So I went into the other room to prepare a magic trick, and I just left. I just completely ditched him. So my dad picked me up about 5 minutes later, and then I got the hell out of there. So kind of an interesting prom after story. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are going to take any lesson from this, whether it be, going to your prom or just being in a social scenario in general, it's this. It would just be to go with the flow. This is really something I've learned that, if you don't really care about something, just go with the flow. And that's why I guess I'm kind of a pretty easygoing guy, because a lot of the time, if something really doesn't matter, I'll just kind of go with the flow and just kind of chill out. And that's one of the things I should have done there. I shouldn't have made my girl, my prom date, go and drive me to one of my other friends' houses. By the way, she wasn't my girlfriend, just so you know. It's just a prom date. So I shouldn't have made her go out of her way and drive me to another friend's house. Kind of a scumbag magician move. Scumbag magician, get it trending. But that's the end of the story, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed it, and let me know your thoughts about the story in the comment section down below. I'll try to do more stories just like these. It's just always tough to really remember them. Like this, I just remembered the other day, surprisingly, and I never got around to doing this story. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop a like as always if you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. But once again, my name is Matty Ice, the Call of Duty Magician, making myself disappear. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Walk hard, our soul show. Potatoes and meat, but we still eat. Let us chop it all up and we top with fair and balanced with the peaks and valleys. We can meet the challenge, but we need to rally. So the caps are on, those traps are set. The 4 G's in my pocket, we got Master Quest. Go! 1 time for the noise that we make. 2 times for the shit that we take. Yeah, it hurts and we get scarred up. Live so free that they know they can't charge us. 3 times for my people out there. 4 times for the bruises we wear. Face the future, never get tied up. We stay free so they know they can't buy us. 1 time for the noise that we make. 2 times for the shit that we take. Yeah, it hurts and we get scarred up. Live so free that they know they can't charge us. 3 times for my people out there. 4 times for the bruises we wear. Face the future, never get tied up. We stay free so they know they can't buy us. Yeah. Freestyle Friday number 21. E-double, Black Paisley. Facebook.com/EW Hip Hop.